Namaste, Shri Paranjyoti Amma Bhagavan Sharanam. Today's Atma Sakshatkar experience is shared by Gagana Shriji from Auckland, New Zealand. I was bothered by a continuous stream of thoughts for the past few days. I was in a predicament where I needed to search for a new job while simultaneously awaiting my visa so I could join my husband in Australia. I was constantly worrying about what would happen if I received my visa as soon as I started my new work. Knowing that I would have to quit my job shortly after receiving my visa made me unhappy. Too many what if scenarios were running through my head, and I was unable to come up with a convincing solution to it. I attended Sri Bhagavan's Mukti Moksha Yajna class on March 26th while in this state. I listened to Sri Bhagavan's teaching that psychological suffering is just a thought process and later participated in the process. The next day, I started noticing that my mind was much calmer. My thoughts weren't pestering me all the time with hypothetical scenarios. There is much clarity in my thoughts. I am living in the state of awareness of Sri Bhagavan's teachings. Thank you, Sri Amma Bhagavan, for the state of awareness. Forever to your divine lotus feet. Today's Bhagavad Sakshatkara experience is shared by Arati from Arati Sajan Ravji from Bangalore, Karnataka. My aunt Mridula and Anjana, who have been in Dharma long before us, they had recently come to our home to see us and had brought a bag of fruits and grapes along. Grapes was in a carry bag that was separately wrapped. We discovered a 500 rupee note folded as shown in the photo when we opened the bag of grapes around 10 p.m. that evening. I took it out and phoned Anjana to convey the message. We were astounded when they said that they had not put the money in the bag of fruits or grapes. Later, we realized that it was Sri Amma Bhagavan's manifestation. We convey our sincere gratitude to Sri Amma Bhagavan for the grace that has been bestowed upon us. Thank you so much, Sri Amma Bhagavan. Today's Wealth Miracle experience is shared by Smitaji from Bangalore, Karnataka. For the floral decoration in Bellary, I had received a large order of 25 to 30 lakhs. I had already dispatched all of my men as well as 2 and 3 lorries to begin the task. I was debating how to proceed because no one was willing to accompany me. It was a new place for me and I knew no one from Bellary. Going to this location also didn't have a lot of travel accessibility. So I had to change a lot of buses to go to Bellary and had to travel alone by bus. I was at a loss for what to do. I just prayed to Sri Amma Bhagavan to please accompany me on this journey as I didn't want to miss out on this opportunity since it was a large order. I was talking to a friend about how worried I am that no one was accompanying me during my travel. Then, when I was about to board the bus, one of my pals decided to join me. He explained that he couldn't stand seeing me in anguish, so he came. He came along with me, stood by my side at all times, and also helped me get the job done. Though the client changed the concept at the last minute in terms of ornamentation, background, and everything else, despite this, I was able to pull it off, and everything went smoothly, with everyone appreciating my efforts and my work. Thank you so much, my Sri Amma Bhagavan, for disguising as a friend and accompanying me on my journey, as well as for providing me with the assistance I needed to complete my work. Thank you very much, Sri Amma Bhagavan. Infinite gratitudes and love. Today's health miracle experience is shared by Amarnathaji from Bangalore, Karnataka. My wife had a serious health ailment that caused her both hands to swell and hurt a lot before she entered Dharma. We had visited numerous hospitals over the course of 15 years, but nothing had worked. Her hands used to hurt all the time. None of the doctors were able to diagnose the problem or determine the source of her illness. One of the hospitals was willing to cut her hand open and remove a piece of flesh in order to diagnose the condition. We didn't want her to be treated like this while she was pregnant. Meanwhile, we learned about Bhagavad Dharma. In 98, we participated in a 2-day Varayagna process led by Dasaji. She began to pray to Sri Amma Bhagavan. During the bhajan, Dasaji invited everybody to join in the singing and dancing. During the bhajan, my wife noticed Sri Bhagavan physically sitting in front of Sri Murti, and she moved closer to the Sri Murti when Bhagavan summoned her. Bhagavan put both of his hands on her shoulders and yanked her hand. Her 15-year-old hand discomfort had vanished completely. She hasn't had any hand pain since. Infinite gratitude to Sri Amma Bhagavan for this wonderful health miracle. Namaste, Shri Param